a win here for Boomie moves that a little bit more in his favor.
Inches
Look at the earnings between these two players. That's where there's a huge disparity.
Oh, yeah.
65K coming out for Boomie, and 15K, almost 16K coming out for Wrenched. Tremendous. 5th global power ranking and 2nd global power ranking. Now, a lot of Wrenched power ranking comes from singles compared to doubles.
Absolutely.
He is not a doubles player.
Whereas Boomie has had a lot of success both in singles and doubles. He has absolutely dominated the doubles space for a very long time alongside partners such as Remy, such as Sandstorm, both of them now currently in the lower top 4. So that's part of the reason why his power ranking is so much higher, why he's got so much more money earned. And also, not to mention that Wrench's wins have been a little bit shaky at times, and they've been a little bit more recent, whereas Boomie has been having this history of 2016, 2017, 2018, like he's been playing, whereas Wrench, he got 2nd in Austin, and then kind of didn't show up a lot in 2018, then he got 2nd at the World Championship, and then this year, hits and misses. Didn't do great at final round. What was it, 15th at final round?
My Wi-Fi is acting up, and I don't think it's Toast's fault this time.
You never know. All right, this looks like it's the actual game, though. Game 1, winners finals. Wrench with a huge weapon advantage.
She's still going.
Yeah.
Boomie's hard.
Yo, he went in on the dunk.
That's a kill.
Nah,
that's gotta be a kill.
Oh, they both.
Wrench
That's worth.
Is that worth? That's not worth.
That's worth. That's worth.
Not worth.
That's worth for Boomie.
Yeah, that's worth for Boomie.
Yeah, not worth for Wrench.
Okay.
It's worth for someone.
Because Boomie was behind in damage
Yes.
there. Wrench had him in orange throughout the end of that engagement, and then Wrench ended up falling there. So we're back to a dead even game, but Wrench had the lead at one point. Now, one thing, even though they've played 9 career sets together in tournament, which actually is a tremendous amount if you actually think about it, it hasn't been against this Ember.
No.
So this is sort of a brand new matchup, and I think in general, Wrench probably doesn't have very much experience against Embers in particular, because even when there were a few Embers in the game, I don't think Wrench was really a player then.
Well, when there were a few Embers in the game, he was one of them.
That's true.
There haven't been a lot of moments where Ember was a very strong meta pick, and now Boomie's been busting it out as he does like the Katars and the bow currently, and he has not played this Ember until this tournament, and he's gotten this far with it, guaranteed top 3 placing. So it's definitely a strong pick, but like you were saying, I doubt Wrench has that much matchup experience against it.
He's going to have to worry about how he chooses to engage on a Boomie. If it's through the air, he's going to really have to worry about that bow in sig. If it's far enough from the side, he's going to have to worry about the bow side sig. Boomie has been throwing out those signatures so much, finding so many connections, just like he does when he plays Diana.
He's looking for these signatures. There you see that neutral signature. With this Ember pick, he's been able to utilize these signatures very effectively. Lots of that neutral signature in neutral, that down signature for over the edge, and then the side signature, he'll often dash back and then throw out that side signature, kind of ride his dog into the opponent's face. Down like gravity cancel, neutral heavy will finish off the stock of Wrench. Juggle the weapons, likely will be sticking with the bow, yeah. The bow's been a very effective tool for Boomie, again, carrying over from that Diana that he used to play so frequently.
Nice little 4-piece coming out, trying to finish it up with that gravity cancel side signature. Wrench going to stay on the platform, waiting for Boomie to come back up, tries to chase him down with a side light.
Oh, great interrupt, and he gets a second neutral light.
Wrench has Boomie almost in kill percent right now. Maybe because he's playing Ember, lower defense character might be kill percent at this point.
Oh,
big
that's a
side air.
punish.
The weapon toss, and that connects. I thought that was going to be a little bit too low.
I thought he was going to jump over it, but that's what I've been saying since the entirety of this tournament. You can't ground pound Wrench. He will punish you for it, and there you see that slow-moving bow ground pound. Wrench just steps to the side, slaps him down, finishes it off.
That's Wrench going up one game. But Boomie is able to bring back leads.
Yes.
Not only just in games, but in sets as well. He's able to just flip a switch and come back and turn big leads to small leads to no leads to a lead in his favor.
Well, we'll see if he can turn that lead into his favor here. As we're going into game 2, Katars versus Katars. A little bit of a better start for Boomie, as he's not going to have to rely on Wrench throwing a stock to get this even. It's just going to be even.
Both players going off stage. You're seeing the weapon spawn on stage, I guess gives Boomie a little safety net, so he's going to throw his Katars. He's going to get back to the bow, which seems to be his more focused weapon here. Tries to pluck out of the sky, throwing those birds at him like the Alfred Hitchcock movie.
What, the birds?
Birds, yeah, the birds.
Isn't there like a bee movie that's just about killer birds?
Yeah,
also called The Birds.
The Birds. Or maybe just birds. I don't know. I don't watch classic cinema.
All right, Katari Strings got that down light reset. Did not catch the dodge, though. Oh, goes in for the hot step. Boomie's starting to go for these knockout options. Okay, just stand there. Standoff as the weapon spawns.
Now we went from like
Ooh, that's a wave.
a less than 25-second 2 stocks going away to we're probably going to be in a minute and a half maybe before both players lose their first stock. The neutral signature coming out, not enough to kill.
Oh, goes for the ground pound. There's a punish, and Boomie with the disengage.
Do it.
Oh!
Don't do it!
Oh!
Don't ground pound him. Stop it.
100 to 0 to death. 100 to 0.
Wrench now has a 2-stock lead when he's already up a game in the winner's bracket. He's got to be feeling so good. You saw the taunt coming out.
All right, the recovery will not even up the stocks. It'll get it closer. Put him at just a 1-stock deficit. But
Doesn't even up the damage at this point. That's how far behind Boomie is at this point. After that fateful ground pound, like Wrench, even if the stocks were equal, Wrench still has the damage lead.
Oh, nice down air. Actually catching him on that chase dodge through. Off stage. This is a scary spot, especially below the sword, but good spacing from Boomie to get up and avoid any of those dares.
Wrench playing very grounded, dodging through the bird coming out. Neutral lights. Boomie recovers back to the platform.
Oh, he jumped it!
Almost. What a reaction from Boomie to jump over that without having to worry about his dodge.
The bird again from Boomie. Now he's going to switch over to the guitars. Knockout potential. Can't get the slap. So many signatures.
The second signature does get punished. The D-Light into the recovery. Nair.
Not enough.
Not going to have a lot of variable force on it to kill off the top.
The recovery
he's
from
still
low.
alive.
It's from the stage.
Where's the bird? Or is he just going to go
Flip him the bird.
Is he going to go for the D-Light recovery? Oh, there's the bird.
Bird hits grounded. Downlight recovery. Wrench takes game 2. Is Wrench just going to 3-0 his way into the grand finals?
I mean, that was a 2-stock, so I think it's very possible. Are we going to see a character swap from Boomie?
I don't know. Where's the coach?
That's my biggest. Yeah, we haven't seen the coach. Now, Creed, 1 is here, and 2 notified Paper Fairy, the TO here, that he is Boomie's coach for the mid-set coaching, should Boomie request that. We're a stickler for the rules here at Brawlhalla.
Well, we didn't see him come up to Boomie, at least not on any of the player cams that we were able to see. So I guess he's given trust to Boomie. He's like, I've already told you everything that you need to know. Now it's on you to do it.
Yeah, Creed never came up. We're getting
Maybe
official
he's just a
word
bad
from
coach.
production.
He's not even like yelling from the sideline, like Rocky, or throw in the towel. They probably don't say that one, but you know, I haven't seen a Rocky movie. Do they ever say those things?
Really? Well, honestly, I've never seen Rocky. I mean, I saw Creed.
Nice ground pound.
I saw Creed and Creed 2, if that counts.
All right. Oh!
He still hit the ground pound, even though he didn't even get the first part of it.
He just held that ground pound. That stock is gone.
All right, big answer from Boomie. Starting off this game very strong. Full stock lead at this point. Wrenched over on the edge. You're nothing. Literally nothing. He's just going to stand there.
Edge guard.
He wasn't even facing Wrenched. He was looking the other direction. He's still doing it.
Oh my gosh, that's so scary because the activity just makes you think that they're going to do something. When they're doing nothing, you have absolutely no idea what they're going to do.
Boomie trying to play a huge mental game at this point.
Ooh, goes in. It's the neutral light.
Absolutely no movement, dash back neutral light. Before it was no movement, dash forward neutral light.
This hurry up and wait play style from Boomie. Just stand still and then burst of movement. It is catching Wrenched off guard. It's throwing him for a loop. Neutral signature connects, sends Wrenched flying.
Now we're seeing a complete 180 of last game. It's now Boomie with the 2-stock lead at this point. Wrench struggling to find kill options. He's unarmed at this point, is able to get to that sword, able to pick up the weapon spawn quick enough, tries to go for the GC down signature using all of those active frames, but Boomie just waits it out. Big damage coming out from Boomie, a huge string.
Wrench is bleeding out here.
Oh, that's going to be a punish. I'm surprised we didn't see like D-Light in the recovery. It wouldn't have killed. but I think maybe Boomie just wanted the neutral game reset.
Oh,
wow.
snap! That's a 3-stock for Boomie. He's doing
look
good.
at that.
Oh,
Look at that.
hit him with the whoa back. Is that first knockout? I don't even think Wrench would have touched. Like, I think he would have hit that angle that doesn't count as wall and then just ended up falling. But Boomie guarantees it with that gravity cancel downlight and then deep ground pound.
Boomie tying up the set, keeping his winner's bracket dream alive. Already guaranteed top 3, wants to win this set and continue that into guaranteed top 2 placement for him. Wrench wanting to do the same. He's never won a land.
He has not.
But from what I've heard from him, from what you've seen on his Twitter,
He's
you
said
know he's
going to,
hungry.
though. Yeah, he's definitely
You know
he's one
he's
of the
hungry.
hungriest people out here
He
for that
wants
win.
that land win. He's been so close, so many different times.
Always the bridesmaid, never the bride.
That's true. Always, actually, more like always the maid of honor, never
Yeah,
the bride.
yeah.
Because he's been in
More
that
than
second,
just a bridesmaid. Yeah,
more, he's been in that
he's the maid of
second place
honor.
position.
Doesn't even have like a groomsman to like make it feel okay.
I don't why. I don't
You know,
understand
it's
that
like
part.
when they're always the maid of honor, then they're always like, hey, there's a groomsman, the counterpart to even out. So he doesn't have anyone a counterpart to make himself.
That's kind of messed up.
Because he doesn't have a twos partner.
That's true. Well, I mean, he does now. Now he has Starlight
Oh yeah, that's true. Shoutouts to Starlight as the groomsman.
as his dedicated twos partner. On the edge,
Neutral
though,
sig.
haven't really seen him use that yet. The GC Insig on the
Yeah,
edge like
not
that?
on the edge. Usually it's been on stage and neutral.
We've seen him GC the side signature
Yes.
quite a bit off the edge like that.
Downlight into the recovery, not going to be a knockout. Blackguard Keep does have a slightly higher ceiling because of that top platform. So those main stage kill options are going to be a little bit harder.
Big slap coming out from Wrench. Going to bounce off the main platform. It's not on the edge. Not going to be the kill option that he needs yet. A Nair hitting from below. Not going to be the kill option that he needs yet. Big slap. They're going to even it up. Maybe 35 damage on Wrench's second stock compared to Boomie coming in fresh. Not a huge deficit. At least he has Boomie unarmed at this point. You're seeing Boomie go up high, trying to get away from Wrench, maybe trying to grab that spawn as it comes into the main stage, hoping that it wasn't going to go to the soft platform on the left.
Oh, the wake-up Nair from Boomie actually stopping that string from Wrench, completely reversing the situation. Oh, going deep. Is he going to escort
be
down the ground
dangerous.
pound? Needs a little bit more. Yep, Wrench touches the down air, and that's going to finish off the stock.
You saw how careful Boomie was being towards the end of that. Like, once he had the bow in his hand, he didn't want to ground pound. He didn't want to do a high committal move that might have had more force and would have like necessarily guaranteed the kill, but he didn't know that he needed that. He knew that with the down air would be enough based on how much damage Wrench had on his stock. So all he had to do was wait, and he could place it perfectly.
Well, what's also nice about the down air is it doesn't have this big movement in his character, so it's not putting him in such a dangerous position as, say, a ground pound would have. Wrench, though, able to even up the stocks immediately.
And that's a kill in orange.
Yeah, that was quick.
It's still a little bit less damage this time, maybe 25 at this point, maybe 35 damage on that stock. So Boomie's still maintaining this lead, even though that last kill from Wrench was very early. Wrench just procced him into yellow.
Downline neutral light. Actually reversed that neutral light because of how stacked they were.
So close between these two players. A win here for Wrench would be fantastic. He moves out of this set, taking out Boomie, the #2 global PR. That would be so huge for them. Such a big win after taking out his teammate and the #1
he
global
went in?
PR, Sandstorm.
Neutral signature, but it's not going to be a knockout. Does disarm Wrench. Opportunity. He's trying to stay high in the sky. There's so many different knockout options for the bow in the sky. You can go for the Nair, recovery, gravity cancel, neutral signature.
But Boomie's without a weapon for right now. You see Wrench swiping those guitars out. Doesn't have Boomie in kill percent just yet. That neutral air turns Boomie red. D-Light, there's no recovery afterward. There's the side light. Is there going to be a follow-up for the kill?
It's going low. Touch.
The Nair, is that the 3?
Oh, he got over it! Oh, that's a bird dodge!
He's going
Boomie
over.
missed!
You're seeing Wrench get to the weapon before he rotates over. Is Boomie going to pick up the weapon? Wrench
Down
just
by
leaving
gravity cancel, neutral heavy. Boomie puts it into game 5.
Boomie staying alive here. Wrench was leaving that weapon spawn on stage, hoping Boomie was going to go over to it, leaving it as a trap, but Boomie didn't need it. He knew he had Wrench in kill percent. with the higher strength that Ember is going to have, D-Light, Gravity Cancel, Neutral Heavy. Look at Paper Fairy in the background.
He's shaking his head in disbelief.
And this is what we were talking about. Boomie bringing back leads. We said the potential is there.
Yes.
And now he's proving it.
Turning
that potential energy into kinetic energy.
One more game. Will the kinetic energy be enough? Will it give him the momentum to get into the grand finals? Are they going to go back to Blackguard Keith? They left it on the board.
I don't think energy has to do with momentum. Because
momentum is velocity and mass?
Yeah, P equals MV. P is momentum, so it's mass times velocity.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So energy...
E equals MC squared.
So mass is the connection?
So yeah, you don't necessarily need energy for momentum, right?
Well, you would have to put
That's
energy
true.
into the system in order to gain velocity to give it momentum. It maintains momentum based on the mass and velocity.
But you're not gonna transfer your momentum into or your energy into momentum.
Game 5.
This is a physics discussion. The game's going in. No swap characters between any of them. But we're going to Blackguard, so no swap stages either.
Ooh, tries to get that bounce. He's done that before, where he hits the Sayer and then the immediate turnaround down air. Dunk! No
Big
jumps.
Start. Big start. Now, that was something we didn't see him go for, I think, in any of the 2 previous games. Did we see him do any neutral sigs?
He did one in like game 1.
Okay.
Now he's doing a whole lot more of them.
Guaranteed he didn't do any last game.
Oh, he's
going
so
for
many.
more. I mean, he has Boomie almost in orange at this point. Look at that grab pound.
Uh-oh. Full-on disengage. Soft platform will help Boomie out.
Now Wrench is kind of doing what Boomie was doing, not even facing his character towards him, turning around, standing
He's
still.
So healthy.
Wrench feeling so confident.
Oh,
Normally Boomie turns confidence like this into a positive for him.
You can't ground pound Wrench. That is the 3rd or 4th time that Boomie has bow ground pounded at Wrench and just been slapped to death.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. But if it is,
it's super broke.
If it's real broke,
take it to the mechanic.
Either fix it yourself or pay someone to fix it.
Boomie, where are you going?
Continuing this off-stage gameplay right here. Even if Boomie wins that engagement, Wrench still has a full stock. Huge deficit. Wrench knows that, so he's willing to do this because guess what? If he converts that into a stock for him, even if Boomie and him trade, that's a dub.
Wrench just hopping over these downlights. The bow will get the stock, that neutral signature. I keep trying to say bird and then saying bow. But the neutral signature will get the stock.
Boomie's still so behind at this point. There's the Qatar damage coming in from Wrenched. Little 2-piece from Boomie, 3-piece. Big turnaround, that's a big slap in orange. Almost goes for the gravity cancel neutral signature, but Boomie was too low.
Neutral signature again from Boomie. Has him in orange, but a full stock deficit. I'm surprised Wrench disengaged there. I'm surprised he didn't just stick around, see if he could bait Boomie into a ground pound like that.
He ground pounded again! He did it again!
Again!
Look at Paper Fairy's mouth wide open! He did it again!
You can't bow ground pound Wrenched. He will punish you every single time. So many of Boomie's stocks were taken because he tried to bow ground pound Wrenched.
What a lead that Wrenched was able to get in that last game, guaranteeing himself top 2